Is Turkey quietly becoming the world's next superpower right before our eyes? From dominating geopolitical conversations to expanding its technological footprint, Turkey in 2025 is no longer just a bridge between Europe and Asia. It is emerging as a dominant force reshaping global politics, economics, and defense systems. While much of the world focuses on the traditional powerhouses like the United States, China, and Russia, Turkey is building strength in silence. It's strategically recalibrating its foreign policy, deepening alliances, investing in military independence, and strengthening its regional and international influence. Once viewed as a regional power limited to the confines of the Middle East and Eastern Europe, Turkey has broken through the ceiling. Under visionary leadership, it has turned crises into opportunities, carving out space in a multipolar world where influence isn't only about nuclear weapons or massive GDPs, but about resilience, independence, and global relevance. In this video, we uncover 10 powerful reasons why Turkey is rapidly stepping onto the global superpower stage in 2025. Each point reveals a different pillar of Turkish ascendancy, from its defense breakthroughs to its energy mastery and cultural exports. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Infosphere 27, hit that bell icon so you don't miss our powerful weekly insights, and let's dive deep into how Turkey is changing the world. Unmatched geostrategic position. Turkey's geographic location has always been important, but in 2025, it's now a central advantage driving its superpower momentum. Sitting at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, Turkey controls the Bosporus Strait, one of the most vital maritime choke points in the world. This control gives Turkey leverage over both commercial shipping and military navigation between the Mediterranean and the Black Sea. Amid global tensions, countries are increasingly reliant on safe, controlled trade routes, and Turkey finds itself in a unique position to manage, influence, and sometimes dictate the flow of commerce and energy. Its land links to Central Asia and proximity to Russia, Iran, and the European Union allow it to act as a mediator, gatekeeper, or power broker whenever necessary. That geopolitical advantage has translated into diplomatic relevance like never before. Independent and advanced military industry. Turkey is rewriting the rulebook for military independence. Unlike many nations dependent on foreign arms, Turkey has invested heavily in producing its own drones, tanks, ships, and aircraft. The Bayraktar drones have revolutionized modern warfare, proving decisive in several international conflicts and earning Turkish military technology admiration and contracts from all corners of the globe. In 2025, Turkey is exporting advanced defense systems while also supplying its own military with state-of-the-art domestically produced weapons. Its new generation fighter jets, unmanned combat vehicles, and missile systems signal a leap forward in defense capability that's drawing global attention. This self-reliance is not just symbolic, it's a message to the world that Turkey is ready to operate without external permission or pressure. Strategic foreign policy realignment. Turkey's foreign policy in 2025 is no longer reactive, it is assertive and multidimensional. Ankara is engaging simultaneously with NATO, Russia, China, and the Arab world, pursuing a strategy that maximizes its influence on every front. It is not choosing sides but creating its own axis. This new foreign policy doctrine is one of balance, autonomy, and calculated power projection. From mediation efforts in Ukraine and Gaza to peace deals in Africa and economic diplomacy in Central Asia, Turkey is positioning itself as a global negotiator, a power that matters when others clash. This dynamic, confident diplomacy is reshaping alliances and elevating Turkey's status beyond its traditional orbit. Energy hub of Eurasia. Turkey has evolved into a key energy corridor, connecting oil and gas from the Caucasus, Central Asia, and the Middle East to European markets. It hosts major pipelines like the TANAP and Turkstream, ensuring it has a hand in Europe's energy security. In 2025, Turkey is not only a transit country but also an energy powerhouse in its own right. With discoveries in the Black Sea and expansion into renewable energy sources like solar and wind, Turkey is securing energy independence while becoming indispensable to energy-thirsty Europe. Energy has always driven empires, and Turkey's strategic energy role is boosting its power projection and economic strength. Cultural and media influence. In a world where influence is as much about ideas as it is about armies, Turkey is winning hearts and minds through soft power. Turkish television dramas dominate screens from Latin America to South Asia. Turkish architecture, cuisine, music, and history are becoming cultural exports enjoyed by millions globally. In 2025, Turkey's government and private media groups are expanding their presence internationally, offering a counter-narrative to Western media and promoting a unique Turkish worldview. This cultural renaissance is helping Turkey shape perceptions, build emotional alliances, and subtly embed itself into the global imagination, just like former empires once did. Economic transformation and strategic investments. Despite past economic volatility, Turkey has made aggressive moves toward building a resilient, diversified economy. In 2025, it is investing in strategic industries, defense, aerospace, agriculture, and technology, while strengthening trade ties with both the West and the East. Mega infrastructure projects, new financial hubs, and stronger digital infrastructure are helping Turkey reduce external dependencies. Turkish construction giants are reshaping skylines in Africa and the Middle East. Turkish brands are penetrating new markets, and tourism is recovering and evolving into a premium experience. This transformation is not just about GDP, it's about building national strength from within. Technological and space ambitions. Turkey is reaching for the stars, literally. In 2025, Turkey's national space program is moving forward with plans for lunar missions and satellite production. Domestically, there's a push towards smart cities, artificial intelligence, and digital transformation. Tech parks across Istanbul and Ankara are incubating startups with global ambition. The country is positioning itself as a regional technology leader and is investing in quantum computing, biotech, and green tech to stay ahead. In the modern age, superpowers are not built on steel alone, they are built on silicon. And Turkey understands that well. Pan-Islamic and regional leadership. Turkey's leadership has managed to capture the imagination of the wider Muslim world. Through humanitarian missions, mosque restorations, educational programs, and diplomatic positioning, Turkey has built symbolic and strategic leadership in the Islamic world. Countries in Africa, Central Asia, and the Middle East look to Ankara for guidance, support, and inspiration. In a time when the global Muslim population is increasingly seeking dignity and unity, Turkey is presenting itself as a modern yet rooted alternative, bridging tradition with power. Resilient national identity and unity. Despite years of political polarization, economic shocks, and foreign pressures, Turkey's national identity is stronger than ever. There's a deep sense of pride in being Turkish in 2025. The people's resilience, unity during crises, and confidence in their future have helped build a psychological foundation for power. Whether it's resisting foreign influence, building indigenous systems, or facing challenges with resolve, Turkey's internal cohesion and shared national purpose are proving to be its ultimate strength. Bold leadership with global vision. Finally, none of this would be possible without Turkey's bold and strategic leadership. Regardless of domestic debates, the leadership has maintained a long-term vision for turning Turkey into a global power. It's not about reacting to the present, it's about shaping the future. Through controversial yet visionary decisions, Turkey's leaders have ensured that the country punches above its weight on the international stage. In 2025, Turkey is not asking for a seat at the table, it is building its own. So, is Turkey becoming a global superpower in 2025? The answer lies not just in its weapons or wealth, but in its strategic clarity, cultural confidence, and ability to reshape global dynamics in its favor. In a fragmented world, Turkey is showing what it means to be self-reliant, assertive, and future-focused. While others remain trapped in old alliances and Cold War mentalities, Turkey is carving out a new model of influence, one built not on imitation but innovation. Whether through its military might, its cultural exports, or its regional diplomacy, Turkey is telling the world that the age of Western-only superpowers is fading. The future is multipolar. And Turkey is ready. If you found this analysis eye-opening, make sure to subscribe to @Infosphere27, like the video, and comment below, do you believe Turkey will surpass traditional superpowers in the next decade? Your voice matters, and we'd love to hear from you.